Hi guys, so one of my favorite parts about summer is that I have endless excuses to eat ice cream. So today I'm going to show you how to make a frozen dessert. This is a no-bake ice cream cake that we make completely from scratch, from the base to the filling. Now I'm going to do a combination of vanilla, of mocha, and of salted caramel. This ice cream cake has Oreos, it has peanuts, it has caramel sauce, it has melted chocolate, and I'm really excited to share this recipe with you. So let's get started. We're going to begin by making the base of this ice cream cake, for which you want to add 20 chocolate sandwich cookies such as Oreos to a food processor, along with a 1/4 cup of melted unsalted butter. Blitz those ingredients together until you're left with a rubble that resembles the likes of wet sand. Then you want to pour the Oreo mixture into a loaf tin that's been lined with some cling film or plastic wrap. Now, I actually like to reserve a 1/4 of the mixture, and you'll soon see for what a little bit later, but for now just press the remaining 3/4 of the mixture into that loaf tin as evenly as possible until your result is a nice, thick chocolate layer. Now you can actually use any kind of cookie that you like for this base, and set that aside while we prepare the filling. To make the ice cream filling, you'll want to whip 2½ cups of chilled heavy cream, which has 30 to 36% of fat solids, and you just want to whisk it to a nice soft peak. Next, pour in 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, followed by 400 grams or about 1 1/3 cup of sweetened condensed milk. I believe this is equivalent to 1 can in the US. Whisk those ingredients together for about a minute or so until you're left with some nice soft peaks once more. And this is the basic ice cream recipe for this ice cream cake. Now you can pour it onto the base as is, but I actually like to divide it into 3 separate bowls to add 3 separate flavors. Now the first flavor combination is salted caramel and peanut, and I actually have a great salted caramel recipe that I showed you how to make in my salted caramel banana s'mores dip video, and I'll leave a link in the description box down below or somewhere here. And you'll need about 1/2 cup of salted caramel sauce for 1/3 of the ice cream base. You can add more or less if you would like. Just stir it in to combine. When you're left with a light golden color, you can also toss in 1/2 cup of chopped peanuts. This is optional, but I really like the salted caramel peanut combination, and just set that aside. Now in the next 1/3 of the ice cream base, I'm adding in 1 tablespoon of instant espresso powder. Now I love coffee ice cream, but this is just a suggestion. You can really play with these flavors however you'd like. This ice cream base is super versatile. And to the last 1/3 of the ice cream base, I'm adding in 8 to 9 chopped Oreo cookies for a nice cookies and cream combination. Make sure that you're stirring it just to combine, because over stirring could result in a little bit of curdling. Now we can begin assembling the ice cream cake. So I like to dollop the ice cream base, alternating with each flavor so that you get each flavor in every single bite. About halfway through, I'll scatter atop those buttered cookie crumbs that we had set aside earlier, and then I'll just continue spooning the ice cream base mixture on top. Now when you've exhausted all means of dolloping, run your spatula across the surface to smooth out the ice cream cake. Then cover the top with some more cling wrap and pop the ice cream cake into the freezer for a minimum of 6 hours, or I like to go overnight or even 2 days. When the ice cream cake is nice and firm, you can gently nudge it out of that loaf tin and then peel off the cling wrap. To embellish this dessert and make it all the more decadent, I like to drizzle atop some melted bitter chocolate Jackson Pollock style, followed by some of the remaining caramel sauce that I had left over. You can also throw atop an assortment of chopped up peanuts, Oreo chunks, and chocolate chips. And finally, you are ready to indulge. Each piece carries with it an abundant amount of Oreos, salted caramel, and coffee, though of course the flavor combinations are up to you. This delectable frozen dessert can take minutes to put together and seconds to consume. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, the full recipe is on my blog at hotchocolatehits.com. If you liked this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below telling me what you thought or what you would like for me to make in the future. I love reading your comments. Now make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and that you have your notifications turned on so that you're the first to know when I upload new videos, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.